Pops. We got Tyrell and
Sir.
yours truly. What it do?
What
What's
it
up,
do? What it
man?
do? Let's get it started.
Boy, we got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Pops, I gotta give you your credit. You've been saying this all my life. The streets is a myth. I ain't never wanted to think, but Big Gucci, they saying he done told. What's your thoughts?
I
Man.
figured, like I told you, I knew he was going to tell. First of all, how the whole situation went down. People keep thinking when you get to a certain age, your attitude change. When you young, you don't care. Gucci got too much to lose. See, everybody dogging him, talking about why would he say anything. This man got a whole lot to lose. You know, everybody keep forgetting about Gucci. He free, but he got to be careful too. He got charges on him. He don't want to go back to jail. You know,
He's not
he
going
got a
back.
family now. He's a family man now. He had kids before, but he didn't, you got to think he was a young dude. He didn't care. This dude is, you got to think, Gucci 40. So you got to think, what he doing? He's a businessman, like he said. Now, me personally, I wouldn't have sent, that diss was corny. I wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? Because you said everything. You should have just left it alone and let the feds, so then it would have been he say, she say. But again, people tend to forget about the feds. This dude had federal charges, right? So if the feds came to Gucci and told him, yo, you got to talk, he's going to talk. He going to have to talk because and another thing people keep forgetting, this man his jewelry got stolen. What do y'all guys think he's going to do? He got to report it. This ain't no regular shit. He reported that. He got he got the insurance on it. But you know what? He got to report that. You can't just sit here and say, oh, my jewelry got, robbed. What happened to your jewelry? So he had to report it, so I can, I understand both sides and I understand the young cats because they got the image. It's called an image, man. This is back in the day. You got to understand too. It's called growth. He's not Gucci, man. He the OG now. So he supposed to be making better decisions. People are hating him and stuff because they was like, he going to be quiet. Why would he be quiet for? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. So, and that's why I kept telling you, when they come to that shit, what's going to happen. Dude going to tell, bro. Them days is over. The mob is over. All that loyalty, especially in music, is terrible. It's no loyalty in music. You know what I mean? Once a cat realizes you getting more than him, he's going to be angry. And if you pay attention, it's always the same scenarios. These guys are always greedy over the money because they get upset and they don't understand their contracts. Read your contract. You the one in the rush to sign. You the one doing it. So what you mad at this man because he ain't paying you right? You had all opportunities. Nobody rushed and put a gun to your head to sign. You wanted to sign. And all of a sudden, what's the rumor? Gucci made $20 million off of him. Okay. That's what the labels do all the time. Now the problem is you upset. That's your problem, Now you should have sat here and renegotiate because I would have been like, yo, bro, check this out. We got to renegotiate this. Yo, I give you one album, I'm out of there. Another thing, I blame him. He knew his album, his shit was all messed up. I'd have did like every other artist do. I'd have made me 10 songs while I was in jail, 20 songs, and I'll drop me one album and drop it again. I don't care if it's sell or not. That's how you get out your contract. You fulfilled your contract. And if I'm correct, I think Gucci, what he signed for 3 albums, that's on y'all dudes,
Yeah.
Tyrell, what you think?
Yeah. I second everything I'm saying, man. It ain't. We seen this before. What? If we didn't see Birdman kissing on Lil Wayne. That's my son. How much money he owe that man? That's your son? Can't be your son if you took that much money from him. So if Birdman do that to Weezy, come on. It can happen to anybody. You just gotta know your business. I get it. He is street. You know what I'm saying? He's streets. He from the streets. He gonna do me. He ain't gonna do me dirty because we both from the same cloth. That's not how it works. This ain't street. It's business. So it's a whole
And
different
then
ball
also,
game.
I got a quick question for y'all. Let's just use this scenario. Like they said, they came in. He came in. You want him to sign off on you to release you. So you think pulling a gun on me, taking my jewels, taking my cash, talking greasy to me, you really think that was a smarter move? To
Yep.
me, that didn't even make any sense. And then another thing, I don't care you from the streets. Almost no street dude who tried to do this has won. You know what I mean? That's why they tell you when you sign these contracts, dude, read them. If you don't understand it, get an attorney, a hip hop attorney who specializes in this, so you'd read your contract. And then your daddy's stupid because your daddy should know better. You know what I mean? At least make the dude sit here. And I would have played Gucci how I would have did is I'd have dropped the album. And then Gucci to say, yo, I ain't letting you release it. Now you could hit it to the streets. Then you could go to the streets and be like, yo, dude, you look what you doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go to his enemy too. And that's another thing that everybody keep forgetting. The dude, when he's sneaking with Yo Gotti.
Mm-hmm.
Get off your contract first, then fuck with Gotti. You know what I mean? But don't do it like that. What you think is gonna happen? And now to me, just on the GP, you heard what Gucci said. Dude, he ain't releasing you. So guess what? You're gonna pay to get released. So guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna come right back crying at Atlantic Records because you signed to Gucci, but through Atlantic. Guess what's gonna happen? Atlantic gonna say you owe us $20 million.
Yeah.
You got to recoup before we get. Matter of fact, here you owe us 20. We're gonna give you another 5. So you 25 million a hole. So guess what? You got to sell. So to me, that makes no sense. You know what I mean? So either way, you lose. But this is the part of knuckleheads, young dudes who think street life is real. That's not real. You're not selling drugs. If he was selling drugs, that's a different story. What he did that can work. But this is legit business. So Ron, how you feel about it? You want to be out in them? That's what you think, or you want the old Gucci back?
That's the white man's world, man. He said you're gonna be black. I'm gonna show you how the white man do it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the part where I'm gonna say this where I disagree, not like with y'all, but with Shiesty and them. First of all, at the end of the day, whether how you feel now and today, he turned the light on for you. So I'm always be loyal to a certain extent with anybody. Even if it's friends, family, like if you turn the light on for me and did some. Now everyone had their up and downs, but it's nothing like I really don't feel like they couldn't have got on a call and worked something out. Especially as hard as Gucci was riding with Shiesty, he's always made it clear that Shiesty's number one. I definitely agree. Like if he really was low on cash or whatever, I definitely think Gucci probably would have fronted him just off the strength, to be honest with you. Now the other side of it is it's posted. This has dealings with the cousin, but even with that story, don't make any sense because I was looking back that Scar's pops was saying they got money from Gucci.
Yep.
So I really think it's a lot of in between, and especially when you have a certain mindset, instead of him figuring out the business. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I probably would look at it different. If Shiesty up there with the family and the pops, and like, yo, Gucci didn't do this, he robbed Scar in the back end, this, that, and then okay, cool. Then you feel, you figure it out that way. But to go out like this, it just wasn't wise. And then another thing with the pops being there, like, yeah, like that's your right hand, but the same token, Pop's supposed to be, hey, youngin. First of all, if we don't do this, yo, you staying at the crib. You and 30 other rappers. Yeah. Yo, we go get the goons and we go, I send the goons to go handle the business if we don't do something like that. So then you can always play stupid. And then something Pop said too is it's real interesting that he started messing with Gotti after we know Gotti and Dolph. I mean, not Gotti and Dolph. Gotti and Gucci don't get along. So not only did you cut me, you cut me all the way deep. And then, like we said, not even knowing everything that Gucci claimed on the song, he put money on the commissary. Now, I don't know this. Would it sound like Shiesty probably has some people in his ear? Hey, the label made whatever they say, 20 M's or 24 M's, and that's all your money. Now, us knowing a little bit of business and having some common sense, if you are signed, you don't get all that money.
No.
And at the end of the day, you got to think, even though Shiesty he took off, how much money did the label and Gucci them lose that people are not talking about? Yeah, he took off the one song, but guess what? The lawyer fees, this, that, and the other. You got to think, Homeboy's stuff, they spent some money. Believe it or not, they spent some money even to get the reduced time he got.
Yeah.
It's not like we talking about he made some, Drake money and okay, dang, now I feel, the 20 M's, but let's be honest, Pops, you think Shiesty really gave him, 24, like he worth the 24 mil? I don't.
See, this is the thing. And like you said, is in business. Shiesty kept forgetting something. He's the employee. He's not the owner. Now, like you said, I think he had people in his ears or, he got his order. He might have did a quick order and was like, damn, while I was in jail, they generated 25 mil off of me. Damn, this motherfucker, I'm going through the numbers. He might have been giving me $5,000 a month. Dude, now this is the part that, makes a person think wrong. Like you said, instead of him looking at it at a whole different point of view and say, just like you said, yo, man, he paid for my lawyers. Yo, damn, man, Gucci should have been making 50 million and I would have got 20. Like you said, Gucci took a loss with you going to jail. You messed up his business because guess what? Now he got all his artists are known for going to jail. So he got to explain that shit. So that costs money. You got to think, like you said, think what he did. I got rid of everybody. I kept 2 people on the label. That was it. And I kept the 2 dudes in jail. Like you said, shit, that should have been loyalty enough. Now the commissary, be careful with that because the commissary, you only can put so much in. He can't put no $3,000 in his commissary. It don't work like that, So he could put money in, and knowing what was probably going down was that Gucci probably was sending money to other cats for him while he was in jail, to keep him straight and stuff. But like you said, with Gucci, this to me, it's called growth. He's growing. I like what he did. You know what, dog? I'm going to show you. I'm not even going to put my hands on you. What I'm going to show you is I'm going to do the legal document on you. And the legal hurts you more than me putting them hands on you. Because guess what? You're screwed. And he probably, after all this, let's just say hypothetically, he gets off. I guarantee he's still going to have to pay Gucci. It's no way. Gucci going to get a percentage of the album. So it doesn't matter. That's why he messed up. I think he probably thought Gucci going to sign off and then he don't have to pay Gucci. It don't work like that. Regardless, if you look at everybody who got off of majors, look what happened with Tupac. Look what Snoop. Everybody keep forgetting. Snoop didn't make no money with Master P. His first album, all that went, I think at least 80% of it, that shit went to Suge. You know what I mean? And then what's the name got the other part? The second album he did, that was all Master P recouping for the money that he had to pay for him. You understand? So guess what? Snoop down 2 albums. The third album was his final. Again, remember what we said? Ain't it 3 albums? Most of the time these dudes sign for 3 to 5 albums. So he signed for 3. So guess what Master P said? Dude, I made so much money off of you. The last album, you free, and I'm going to give you all of it. Guess what happened? Do you hear Snoop ever say anything bad about Master P?
No.
What he say? He taught me the business. See, that's what Pooh Shiesty should have did. When he got out, oh shit, I see how he fucked me up. I see this. And then what he could have did was sat here and said, you know what, Gucci? Yo, I'm your only artist. Like you said, I would have went hard. If it was me, I'd have came out because boom, 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 boom. I'm hitting them with bangers. I wouldn't even care with Gucci. I'm on mixtapes. I'm doing everything. Let Gucci block me. I want to be hot as possible so I could generate money. I think another thing, I think Pooh wanted to come out and he think, yo, dog, look, here's 10 million for you. They not doing it. Pac didn't get that. Nobody got that. You know what I mean? You got to think with Dr. Dre. What artist he gave 10 million to or big money like that to? You know,
yeah,
you don't get that.
I'm gonna be honest. After all the other stuff they put behind them, you said 10 million. I give you 10 million. I don't think they cleared no 24 with Shiesty off of one song.
No. It's not one song. He's talking about when he was in jail. That album was getting mad play. It was still burning for a while.
But the album is based off the one song. Like, I don't.
Yeah, but that one album, I think he did. Because you got to think, mind you, labels get more money than the artists off of streams. So you got to think that dude streams. He had to have millions of streams, you know. Yeah. And then you got to think all them other features he was on.
Yeah, 24 is a lot though. I don't know.
Huh?
I'm telling you, I don't.
24 is a lot. 24 million.
I'm being honest.
Like, I think so, bro. I think he generated it, bro. Because you got to think. He was hot. His shit was still selling. He stopped selling what? After 4 years off of one album? He was in jail for 4. So you got to think. He been in jail for 4 and they were still eating off that same album. You know? And you keep forgetting tones, ringtones, all that the label get. Because I think he's in a 360 deal, probably.
Well, he's 1017, then 1017 via Atlantic. So, like, and also, I really think he mad at the wrong people. I don't think Gucci, I don't think Gucci pocketed he got 20. You got to, like we said in business, Gucci done had to cut that. And then the biggest song, everyone keeps forgetting. I would love to know what's the split with Dirk on that song. Like, it's not like he just had by himself. Like, his biggest song is with Dirk. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna ask you this though, Tyrell. Going back into the Gucci, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a certain age you can actually walk away from the streets and you back to being a civilian?
I don't think it's an age. I don't think it's a particular age. I just think it's a life thing. Like how Pops talking about how Gucci, he's in a new light. That's an experience. Gucci went locked up. I don't think it's that fact. I don't think it's the fact that he's 40. I just think it's the fact that he's been through so much and he's like, I'm not in these streets no more. I'm in the business field. It's different. So I don't really think it's an age thing. Obviously, it's usually going to be after you're 30, but outside of that, because that's when you usually figure it out. Especially when you from the streets, you usually don't figure it out early. You don't really usually got the streets to at least 30-something. So I guess I would say upwards of that. But besides that, this is more of a lifestyle thing. You just start seeing new things. You may start traveling when you're 27 and you're like, oh, wow, it's more like, oh, I ain't know London like this. Oh, all I knew was, I ain't gonna do City Dirty on here, but like all I knew was the street. All I knew was the street. I didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different. So I don't think it's an age necessarily. I just think more of, because I know people who used to really be in the street, family members who used to be in the streets, but now they got a family now and they're like, they don't gang bang no more. They may still be affiliated in the gang, but but like you could like not be in the streets no more and just like not being that. It's how you do it. It's just hard to do when you're young.
When we jump in, I think it's called growth. Yeah. It's when you grow. Everybody growth pattern is different. Mm-hmm. So if you in a position where somebody's teaching you, showing you stuff, your eyes change, your thinking change, your heart changes. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing. When you're around, I'll give you an example. If you're around losers, you become a loser. You got to think. Gucci, all these street dudes now, Jeezy, what they all got in common, they meet somebody who educates them, Show them something that triggers. Because like you said, Tyrell, it's not an age. You could be a street dude at 13, and guess what? You 20 and you got the knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand that. You got to understand it's your growth. Now, it's not an age, it's your growth, what you see, what you're around. That's why I always tell your young guys, travel, go see stuff. You know what I mean? Be around positive people. Ask questions. Sometimes you'll run into a guy that he just want to help you. You know what I mean? Or he want to give you the knowledge and say, yo, young blood, guess what? This what messed me up. What happens is, I call it the yellow brick road. You know what I mean? Most people never want to stay on it because it's hard. It's when you jump off and can you come back? I got family members now. They in federal jail. They in Fed time. They doing Fed time. They my age. They was still scheming. You know what I mean? We know the streets is damn near dead. You're going to get caught. You know what I mean? What is it? Think about this. Like you said about just the street life. A cat sit here and sell drugs. Let's just say, and I'm tired of people acting like every dude on the corner making money. An average street dude may make in a good day $2,000. That's a good day selling drugs, right? But guess what? You don't value that shit. You don't value, guess what, the hard work. But guess what? For that $2,000, you risking your life. Yeah. You out there more than the crackhead, because guess what? You got to be out there. Yeah, so you out there. You're the one dealing with all the danger. You're the one that can get locked up. Guess what? You get locked up for 5 years, and the best year you had was 1 month where you made, let's just say you made 10,000. Dude, do the numbers. For 4 to 5 years being locked up, you'd have made more than that. But see, it's a mental thing. And like I said again, it's a growth. You gotta grow. You gotta see things you can't be around. If you stuck with the same mental, how can you grow? You've been you live in the projects, right? Your whole life. Now, what else is out from the projects? You don't know. But guess what? You get exposed to something, you're like, And then the key is it achievable? Now, if it's achievable, then you're going to jump for it. But again, like you said, no, I don't see, getting back on track, I don't see it as an age. It's up to you and your growth.
Yeah.
So do you think this is, because now we're going to jump into the spiral of the culture that is always hypocritical, where, they don't ever see no end to the street life, and people are gonna, Gucci the Rat, this, that, and the other, the Rat Atlanta or whatever, or how some people Gucci from Bama, whatever. Do you think we would ever get to a point, especially in today's age, where we separate music and people as the rapper's an occupation? But like, do you think we'll ever get to a point where it's like, you know what, we done seen all this stuff happen. Why do we care about who's snitching and who's this, that, and the other, and just enjoy the music itself? Or you think this is always how rap's gonna be?
Nah, it ain't going nowhere. It's too much social media now too. It's only gonna get worse. Because some people who don't even mean it is just gonna be trolling and saying it, but it's gonna turn big. People be trolling. People get famous off of trolls. They be trolling, and then they get big, and they be like, "I really didn't mean it. I was just troll." So all it takes is somebody to say Gucci or Rat, and they gonna run with it. So even if it's some 9-year-old boy from Mississippi who don't know nothing about nothing, it's just what it is. So it's not just social media, but that's a big part of it. But plus that's what the hip hop is. Hip hop is the streets, quote unquote. So
let me jump in.
Why would it? So why would it?
Let me jump in. Let me cut you off for a minute. That's not the truth. Hip hop was based off of storytelling.
That's why I put
remember that. It's called storytelling. And usually the rapper that rapped never did what they said they did. It was always their man was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It was their man. Guess what? My generation, we rap to get out the streets.
For sure.
This new generation rap the B street.
Yeah, the B street.
Nobody
They want to get in the streets.
Nobody should ever want to be in the streets. See, this is what happened. This generation has made it where street life is what it's supposed to be. It's cool. It's not. Nobody wants to be out here selling drugs. And if somebody tell you they want to be, they fools. Nobody wants that. The average person want to be free. The average person want to have a good job. The average person don't want to sit here and talking about, yo, I had to go out here and sell some bricks. Yo, I had to shoot somebody just to do it. That makes no sense. So again, getting back to your question, Rasheem, about can it be? It can be, but for some reason, people misunderstood the streets. They misunderstood snitching, ratting. See, that's the whole thing. New culture has changed everything. What happened with 6ix9ine was not ratting. That was not snitching. His own boys told on him, tried to kill that dude. See, that's the difference. But these fools in the street talking about, oh, he should have kept his mouth closed. How? They fucked your baby mother. They was extorting you. They was doing all of this. He still was loyal to them cats. And that's why he caught a charge. Now, you think about it. Guys misunderstanding ratting. And like I try to tell people, you got to understand the difference. Tyrell, me, you, and Rasheem went out and we did a robbery.
Mm-hmm.
They bust me. And I said, you know what? Tyrell was with me. Big Sheem was with me. That's
right.
Now, you sit up here and the feds come and it says, Tyrell, we got you, Omar, and Rasheem on video. You said, I'm going to keep it real. I don't know no. They come back and say, Sheem, we got your pops, your man. Look at the video. Do you know them? Sheem says, yes, I do. That's not ratting. Nigga, they got you on tape. They got you on tape. That's not ratting. See, they be misinterpreting it. You know what I mean? So that is the biggest problem they got. And they got to understand the difference, you know? But you got to understand how everything has changed. My generation, dudes were storyteller. Listen to Slick Rick. That dude didn't do none of that, some of that shit he was talking. You know what I mean? You look at Coogee Rap. He's one of the pioneers of gangster rap. And homeboy, yo, I got a job by the mob selling keys. Come on, homeboy, you ain't had no job selling with the mob, but we knew that. We just listened to what he was saying. Yo, I had to go out here. Boom, boom. We was in shootouts. He didn't do this. Your generation, these cats go out here. Yo, I'm robbing cats. Yo, let me show you on Instagram. Yo, look, I'm real. Mm-hmm. I'm real. And then when you get locked up, yo, son, yo, Sheem, you sold me out. What's the name sold me out? You sold yourself out. Look at the Gucci situation. If them fools did not post the jewelry and kept their mouths shut, guess what? Guess what? They wouldn't have no real charges on them or nothing.
If you say that one more time, Pops, get off the social media.
That's the first thing you do. Yo, son, look. Look, I got the other podcast chain, son.
You know the thing I know.
Look, this is what we doing.
Jump in here.
Come on.
You know what wouldn't be gangster, right? If you go on this route, go drop the song, shoot the video, and guess what? Then pop the chain in the video.
There you go.
They don't go out there when you shoot the video. Imagine you come out there with Gotti in the car and they sitting there. Oh, boy, that would be the you know, you ain't gotta say nothing.
Mm-hmm. But like we said, it's all image. And for some reason, like I told you, the new generation is this. They don't have no imagination. They must see.
Well, let me ask
you.
There's
two reasons. There's two reasons.
I was gonna ask you, Pops, because you know it's your generation, then we got one a little older than me and Tyrell, and then it's us. When do you think it changed when we started to digitalize doing the crime? Like,
I say once social media became popular, I'll be honest with you. I'm in telecommunications.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about Twitter. I heard about all these social things when they first came out. I thought it was a joke. I never thought it. We were still on I don't think y'all remember MySpace.
Yeah,
we were still on that. So that right there, you only could go so far. So you ain't had to do it. Like if this is like when the guys had beef, they would go to this where them guys are at, slap them, do whatever they got to do, but it was never a video. So those guys still, it was always hearsay. Yo, you heard such had fight, but you never had it. Y'all generation, y'all incriminate yourselves. You know what I mean? You're gonna go to jail because you videotaped it.
Just like so, that part what you just said right there about the videotaping. It's like I always tell people, it's like back when you were in school, right? Now, like how you just gave the demonstration, you used to get called into the office. Now, if you did something on the camera, me and Tyrell go jump somebody, right? They already got me. I'm already suspended. They bring it to Tyrell. Tyrell watches the video and say, yo, Tyrell, is that you? Where you with Sheem and y'all were jumping such and such? Our generation be like, well, he ain't supposed to say something. Well, you know what? Since you're not there, I'm going to double your suspension and this, that, and other. Now, if the parent would be like, yo, why didn't you just say you're on camera? Like, I don't be understanding where you're supposed to. Yeah. That's the only thing I don't understand about the goalposts. Now, if we did something and everything's alleged, like say we on the playground or something, and they didn't see it, and then you go out your way, Tyrell goes to the office and they ain't called me. And then Tyrell says, yo, Sheem jumped this, that, and other. You know, I tried to stop him, but he's the one who did this, that, and other. Now, to me, you snitched, you know, to get out of the crime. Yeah. But it's like, yo, we forget the art of it, where now, like you said, like 6ix9ine situation is so crazy where we're talking about someone who was a known civilian. The gang put him on. Then the gang essentially got done of him and then did him dirty, this, that, and other. Then it's like, okay, what loyalty does he have towards those people?
Yeah.
Like, you tried to kill me, you tried to do this, that, and other, and I'm a genuine civilian.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just don't understand what game we are playing at this point where you got people in the
I gotta keep it real. That's the game. Every young boy want to act like they real. Just like right now, look at the sex. What's now? Before, girls wasn't doing certain things. Now they all on video showing their face. You know, before that was, you know, they hide. Now they like
it's on the phone.
The men hide in their face.
Well, that's the point. Well, that's the point I was trying to get to before while I was going to the hip hop thing. Because Pop said it before we move on. Pop said it. Well, he started the conversation, but it's deeper. It's not just about, like, about social media. It's not just a new generation. I mean, it is a new generation, but it's deeper than a new generation. It wasn't just like we just woke up and was different from everybody else, or they were different from everybody else. Hip hop is the reason. It's a big reason. Like there's 2 big reasons. Hip hop changed because of the labels. We're not gonna make it seem like you brought a Flick Rick and stuff like that. There aren't artists like that anymore. And the labels aren't signing these artists. If those and there's artists like that out here, but if those were the artists that the labels were, then hip hop wouldn't have changed. So the labels and the Gucci's and Birdman, they all deserve. They all get that blame. They want to go what's hot, and that's what it is. And that's what makes the money. That's cool, but you are making it worse. But if you're making the money, who cares, right? That's one. But the caveat to that is everybody don't got pops in their life. Everybody don't got OG pops. So that's the biggest issue. People got to be there. Parents have to be parents. Look, you can listen to that music. I like the music. I like that ignorant music, but I don't go out and do it because I was raised right. You know what I'm saying? That's the other caveat. It doesn't matter if you like listen to that stuff or if you like the lifestyle, but if you know better than not to do it. So that's why I say it's a 2-part thing. Hip hop is the way it is because of the labels. It's because of the labels, but parents have to be there. You know what I'm saying? People don't have nobody to look up to. So it's accountability everywhere, basically.
Let me say this, what you were saying about the parents. You're right about that. And I think what also has happened in hip hop is that I'm gonna say my generation, we effed up. we never transition with the young boys. We hated the young boys. And that's
a good
another
point.
problem that happened.
That's
My
a good point.
generation started hating because they started seeing the money off of garbage. And when it's like how we feel about the old Black people, where we be like, man, how you do it? We doing the same thing in hip hop, where let's say
it's like that in the NBA too.
Yeah, you look at Method Man, you look at Redman, they got kids and they kids rap, but they don't push them like how they should be doing. They should transition with them,
because the music's different. Yeah,
and then they fade away. We never gave y'all guys the handoff that y'all needed a proper handoff, and that's why the music is fucked up, because we didn't have a proper handoff.
It just split. That's a good point. Maybe a good point.
Also, another problem we had was the labels, because hip hop has lost the main thing that made hip hop. Hip hop is multifaceted. Okay, meaning we had conscious rap, we had backpack rap, we had gangster rap, we had battle rap, we had, the Black movement in hip hop. We had all different fascinations of things, so everybody had their own lane to go in.
Yeah.
With everything changing, the lanes disappeared. You didn't see no more conscious rap. You didn't hear no more anything. Something like Jay-Z said. How he said it in one of his songs, I would rap like common sense, but common sense ain't paying some, but something like that. I'll rap like so he was basically sitting there saying, I want to rap positive, but positivity don't sell music. Look right now. When is the last time y'all guys heard any positive music? You can't get no Christian stuff on. You can't get anything pop, but you can get pop that pussy.
Yeah, it's not push. Yeah.
You can get point. Now listen, look at the movement now. Every female that's rapping is not positive. They all are disgusting. Megan shaking her ass, talking the same shit. Lotto, same shit. Carly B, a stripper. Who's your top female artist? Even Nicki, when she was out there, you got to sit here.
She was Barbie, fake body.
Yeah. So you sit back and you think, what happened to that? You know what I mean? The labels wanted this nonsense females, the spuss and the party girls or the city girls talking stupidity. So guess what? They know they can have these girls pop off. Guess who's writing the rhymes? The men. So the men are writing these rhymes. They stealing the money. The labels realized that's why they came up with the 360 deals, because my generation finally got hip. They was guys like Jay. It was not only Jay getting money. Other cats was getting money too. They didn't like that. The label was like, hell. That's when they came up with the 360, the stupid ass screaming. Like I told y'all guys, yo, it's not possible. All of y'all cats cannot be going platinum. That's why they not selling. It's impossible. But every time I look, this dude is 3 or 4 times platinum. How? He's never on nothing. Guess what? Now what they do, they find out the bots are doing it. They doing all these fake numbers and stuff. But again, I'm going to say this, and I feel this passionately. We should have transitioned to hip hop instead of us leaving alone. And that's when you go back to being a father, a student in the game. And if you go back and look, you don't see too many old school dudes do any new music with any of the young cats. You don't see them bridging. And thing, when we was out there, we had the old dudes mix and match and stuff. It's none of that. I feel like I'm going to keep it real. I think my side has hated it on the young boys. It's something I ain't going to lie. Majority of the music is garbage. But for y'all, that's how times change. Y'all not into lyrics. Y'all into dancing and stuff, jumping around. We came by lyrics, and lyrics made you think. That's why when you was talking about, remember how I'm bringing it all together, how you was sitting there saying what age or whatever? There you go. Because you could dream. My group was, yo, we living on beaches. We have Versace on. We doing this. Look at us drinking. See, we had an image to look for. Y'all guys sitting up here Everybody want to be hood, got mask on. They want to be grimy. Everybody think the projects is the real life. No, as a hip hop dude, you supposed to get out of it, and you can bring your partners to show them it's
I'm just
more
playing.
life. That's growth. But we got stuck, and like you said, we got stuck. But go ahead. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. Before we move on,
I
I just wanted to ask one question. Do you think it changed? Because I felt like hip hop changed. I think the tie switch, like how you, that was a great point. But I think that tie switch from the artists and I think the artists were more in control before. I think once, do you think when like Biggie and Pac died, more so Pac, that's when the tie switched? Because there was like nobody.
No, I'm gonna tell you when it changed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe Soulja Boy. When Soulja Boy came out, he changed the game because he sold so fast off of that. He shows certain things, and then you got to think how we can say it. I got to use a good analogy. Good one. Well, y'all might not. Well, y'all young. Is when Shaq came in the league, and you had Patrick Ewing, Elijah Watt, and David Robinson.
Yeah, David Robinson. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When he came in, he was in his 20s. These dudes was all 32 to 34.
Yeah.
Shaq couldn't, he don't get it twisted. He was getting dominated by the big three. Yeah. The first year. The second year, hell no. Them boys were old. They could. But look at it. After Shaq killed them dudes off, right? Just using this as an analogy.
Yeah.
It was no other dominant center. You got a couple pieces here and there, but it was nothing. Same stuff happening.
Shaq in a class of his own. Yeah.
That's what happened with hip hop. When my generation just said, we're rich now, I want to enjoy my millions. We left y'all. We left a hole right here. Then y'all guys came in with no direction, jumped in, stole a car. My guys are still sitting they still in let's say they on another island. By your young boys, it's like, shit, ain't nobody telling us how to rap. Ain't nobody telling us, guess what? We make up our own shit. That's when the drill music came. You got to think, all that nonsense came. And the gangs got stronger. But again, like I said, if you look back, the last positive hip-hop song where all the hip-hop got on, that was the 90s, bro. That was the 90s. It's no unified in hip-hop. It's none at all. It's no allegiance nowhere. Just like you were saying about the ratting and all this and how Atlanta is acting, they do what they want to do. Them facts. Because guess what? It's no OGs telling them you're wrong. Your minds ain't right. And that's the biggest problem we got going on. And another thing is that a lot of kids can't take criticism. They think you're hating all the time. You're not hating. You trying to give them stuff that you wish somebody gave you. And what's going on with especially the men, they don't want to hear it. Oh, OG, you was out there. Well, I'm trying to prevent you. I'm saving 5 years of your life if you just listen. Mm-hmm. Think about it. Just listen. Give you like Jeezy. Jeezy said he listened to the guy one time about the community and buying stuff. Nobody knew how much property Jeezy had. He kept his mouth shut, but guess what? Dude told them. And that's the same thing. You got to get the wisdom. Instead of guys getting mad because of criticism or, let me say, delivery. Because most of y'all guys want somebody to pat you on the back instead of just saying, hey, I'm just going to shoot it to you as a straight shooter. And that's why I think everything is messed up because we never got that, We never passed that on to y'all guys so y'all can grow. And that's why hip-hop is stuck where it's at right now. It should be at the next level. It's there with the money, but it's not. It's stuck. And that's why, remember I told y'all guys, I said, what's going to happen? The old dude's going to jump back in the car, slide back in. And what have you been hearing lately? Almost all the old school dudes are coming back strong.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I think it still be interesting. My last thing before we do a little rapid fire here. Mm-hmm. I definitely do agree with the social media, and I still blame the radio too. I think a lot of stuff, especially with the lack of actual rap ability, I think we took you actually being a rapper and a storyteller and we just because you can make music so freely now, these dudes were never supposed to make it. Let's just be honest. But the lane is there, and it's no, and they don't stop it. And then the music people figured out, okay, well, really, why am I gonna go pay someone who actually interested in the business contract, this, that, another? I'm gonna go pay the dude from the street, go give him a car, go give him some money, go give him some jewelry. I'm gonna end up recouping it 3 times because by the time he actually wake up from his contract, his things don't be over.
Yeah.
And I think that's all they did. Tyrell, let me ask you this.
Let's get it.
I seen a post. This is Drake's longest drought.
Mm-hmm.
Is Iceman ever coming out, or you think Drake's still teasing?
He teasing. It's coming out. He probably waiting for the summer for real. Summer about to come, man. It's ready spring. He probably like Tom. He probably like I could have jobbed it, but it's already April. I might as well just wait till July. Summer, man. Let these managers get robbed and all that type of stuff. Let all that stuff cool down, then I'm a job. You know.
Pops, do you think he don't drop some or no?
I think what's going on is, honestly, I think he's playing that Jay-Z game. The reason I say this is I think he a little nervous Jay about to drop, because Jay-Z about to drop. So after he do his little shit, Jay gonna drop. The Iceman thing, I think he's real slick too. And I think he's pushing it because he soon as he drop, he wants to outsell everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? Is he scared? No. I think what it is that he's just tightening it up. He wants a classic.
Yeah, he needs one. I think he needs one.
And I think that's what he's trying to do, because at the end of the day, he gotta kill that shit with Kendrick. You know what I mean? And I think he probably got one good song, or he probably do like how Nas did it and try to wrap everything up on one good song. But it's a diss, but it's not a diss, you know. And I think he's trying to do an album too. I don't think he's gonna have a lot of features on it. I think he's gonna probably just try to go hard dolo. You know what I mean? If I was him, I wouldn't.
That's a great. I think you should do that. I hope he does do that.
Because right now I ain't saving nobody, and I like what he's doing. Don't get on nobody's shit right now. All y'all cowards shitting on me. I ain't getting on nobody's shit. I want to see how y'all eat. And if you're right, I've been looking at them numbers. Shit, what they call it, the Drake stimulus. And if you pay attention, you think about it. Cats need Drake right now. They need a hit. You know,
how cool would it be if you don't have no features on it and he just like?
I think that.
And then like he shit on everybody for like not having his back. Like if nobody had his back.
No, only people I would pit on is my original team, and my original team is Young Money. And that's it. I'm gonna have a million Wayne. And
yeah, of course, Wayne. There, you gotta have Wayne. You gotta have Wayne.
Nobody else on my shit.
Yeah, that's true.
My artist, and if they ain't my artist, I ain't paying nobody. I don't want.
That's a fact. Jake and Wayne is a duo.
You not getting nothing. And
that's
when I come, and like I told you, I want to come with some bars. I still think he should. This is perfect. Why everybody think he's shitting. This is when you go after, Rick Ross. I'm banging Ross with a good. I'm catching him with the uppercut. And I'm making a song BBL Drake. You know what I mean? BBL Drake, call me that. But
everybody on that Metro album, you get it. That's how I'll be. Everybody on the album, including Cole. He could diss Cole for leaving too. Like he could really be on all that.
Yeah, I would. I'm going after all of them. Like I said, there's nobody on my album except for my original team, and I'm talking about I'm coming back Drizzy on that shit now, and go hard. Yeah. And then how I would do it too is I'm gonna be on deck. I'm already got my shit ready because I'm ready. I'm loaded this time. I'm going straight at the fat boy. Soon as because he gonna say something. I'm gonna blow him up. You know what I mean? Ross, you going down. Now you the first one taking the L. I'm gonna body you. Kendrick, this is the perfect time because they all people you ain't paying attention. They talking shit about Kendrick again. And like I say, you do it right, you can get the whole coast on you, And
this
shit.
Matter of fact, interested. All right, let me get into my hot take before we get out of here.
All right, man.
Pops, I said this is probably 6-7 months ago. It was me, you, and Rose on here about Big X the Plug. I like the tape. I'm gonna say it, Tyrell. Pops don't say I'm tripping, but I think Big X the Plug is our biggie, man. He flow on everything. He do the country stuff, the little R&B. I don't know if y'all had a chance to listen to the whole NWA tribute thing, but he flowing on there. And I like what he doing. He got his pops with him on the interviews, and then he got his whole team. I must say, I think Big X is about to run off with him. Drake don't come in. I think Big X, we don't look in and say he's the biggest in the game right now.
I think X need that hit. He need that. And when I mean hit, he need that feature. He need a Jay to jump on. He need a Drake. He just need the reason I'm saying that, because he needs somebody to force him in New York, like how Rick Ross got forced in New York, and everybody was like, "Damn, Ross is hot." I think he needs somebody. I don't know. Tyrell may know, because I don't know who's hot in New York right now. But if he can get somebody that can co-sign him, matter of fact, I'll be honest, this be perfect for one of them OGs in New York to grab him and do a song with him. Like you said, matter of fact, this be perfect. You right. And I'm pinning out here right now. Meth and Redman should do a song with him because they was on Biggie shit, and do the same shit they did with Biggie with him. And I guarantee he will go high. What you think, Tyrell? Tyrell?
I think no, yeah, I'm listening. I'll let you eat. I think when you first put the topic, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? But then I really thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? He had the same kind of physique. He rap. He flows, not rap, but he kind of flows the same. He kind of has. I'm like, you know what? I think you are ahead of the game, Sheem. I can't lie. I think somebody on his team told him that. Like, yo, we gotta try to get you for me. Like, you kind of fit the bill. We gotta try to get you on like on some Biggie type, because it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Like, he has everything pretty much that Biggie had. So,
damn it, Mariah Carey.
I think if he. So I agree with both of y'all. I think if he gets to the right person, I think if he gets the right feature, he makes the right song, he could go on like a Biggie type run for sure. I think it's possible.
He just need that one. I don't
know. No, he do. Cause like I said, he flow. He made good songs.
He's
fat
about?
too. I'm like, well, he's big too. It works.
But guess what? You know how he gonna get plugged on? We forgot the plug. He know. I already called it.
No pun intended, but what plug for plug?
Him and Beyonce gonna do a song.
Oh no, she's not coming outside.
Texas?
She's not coming outside.
Jay, you crazy. Jay want that money.
She's not coming outside.
He part of Rock Nation. That is the plug he needs. If she doing the song
he not.
And rap on that shit, that will pit him over, because guess what? He'll own.
No, I think it will put him over, but I don't see that happening.
New York. And with her being international, it'll blow. It'll be just like when Jay-Z did Mariah Carey and won that Grammy off of that shit. I think that's
but I don't know. Mariah was outside though. Beyonce not outside.
Who?
Like
who?
No, I'm saying no. When Jay-Z was on with Mariah, no. What I'm saying, when Jay-Z worked with Mariah, she was like she was making music. Beyonce not making.
But either one.
She's not making. I don't see her coming outside for Big X.
I say Beyonce will do it. I think Beyonce.
I don't know.
Beyonce, what?
I think because y'all not paying attention to is reason why I say he's next, and we talking about the really running hip hop. Have you paid attention? He got a FanDuel. He getting the food stuff. They are commercializing.
I saw that the other day. He's getting commercialized. I'm like,
he's doing it. But see, this is what I keep telling you. The whole key is he can make a lot of money just staying in Texas, because how big Texas is. Now, pitch if he can cross that market. Because even out here, I'm not hearing any of his songs on the radio, really. I think I heard one joint they featured one night I was riding and I heard it. He needs to get it. And that's the reason.
He really got is the Texas song is, and then you'll hear his
country one. I heard
his country
that
stuff.
country one.
His country stuff is done trans. And I really think he's the safe rapper right now.
Yeah.
No, he is. No, I agree. Because he's not crazy rough like with his music. Like,
and I like the fact that he rolls his stuff out. Now he rolling stuff out with his team. And the 6WA, is definitely gonna force him to the West Coast. I know Pops with the New York thing. Honestly,
Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't know because he's not from there, so I don't know. But I see. But like, I get what you're saying. But like, I don't disagree.
because New York. I just don't. Jay-Z ain't coming out to play. Now, only thing I could see, and y'all don't say this is a reach. He's commercialized right now. We're missing someone who be doing a lot of business. If 50 get with him on
I
one
was
of them
thinking
shows,
50. I was thinking 50.
he
I
makes
really
a theme
was.
song with 50 with one of those shows.
I
wouldn't be shocked, Pops. I'm gonna call that early.
Yeah, because he tried with Smoke. I
really think he's really ready to blow. Now I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. He's on Drake stuff.
I wouldn't be shocked either. No, yeah, Drake definitely. Drake with the new artist. Yeah, with the new artist, Jake.
He's not part of that. Because I ain't seen him really talk about mob ties and stuff.
No, but I think all the new the Dallas people and stuff. I think they all. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong,
I thought Dallas is mob ties.
I think he because they don't be having issues like that. I've been getting to see. So I wouldn't be shocked if Prince made that call. If he gets, only difference is I really think, and y'all don't say where I'm going with this. I think X is on where Dirk was at, but Dirk already had the issues with the street stuff.
Yeah.
If X gets a hit, like when Drake had the, I really think he will.
That's
be
why
the
I
new
keep
face.
telling you he got that. And when you say he need that hit, that's why he need that feature. He gotta go.
But I think it's the Drake. That would have to be the Drake.
Even I tell you right now.
Yeah, I don't see that Beyonce one, but that Drake one I see.
If he fuck around and do Kid Rock, or that what's your boy that the other say Spaceman? What the hell is it? Travis Scott.
Are you talking about?
Oh, Travis Scott.
Pitbull too big. You got to chill. Pitbull, and I ain't saying that. I can see him mess with him later, but he got to get a name first, because Pitbull is at a different level right now. But I think he's gonna get the feature. He's one hit away, and when I mean one hit, I mean that commercial hit.
I think so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think I really think the commercial.
He's gonna get it. You're right.
If it's on the hip hop side, I'm saying it. I think it got to be Drake. I don't see no one else getting him into because now the door is open. I don't see anyone else. Him and Kendrick really wouldn't match.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know him and Kendrick can match.
J. Cole, no, because J. Cole is tricky. You probably would still need another feature. I think Drake is the only person that pushes them all the way through.
I think him, Drake,
it would have to be Drake.
Good hook with him, and he freestyle.
Or 50 too. 50 get him right there. I was thinking 50.
But 50's only coming outside for a show. So
yeah,
I wouldn't say if it's how he do his little crossover jump offs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind to hear them on something though, just in general.
I'm telling you, I think what's gonna happen if he can get a plug with a good old school dude that still got a little, flow, because his voice, I like what he says. So, I think he got a shot. You're right about that. I think he got a good shot. And I like what he's doing because he's doing the country. He's establishing his thing. He's working up slowly. And then he's going to have a nice.
Yeah, because even Snoop Dogg back outside, he could do something with Snoop. More tapped in with the West. That'd be another.
He's going to do that.
One of them. They got the
okay. I'm not all the way tapped in with him yet.
When they put them together, him and RP to Nate Dogg, but they would have had some.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I really he got my Big X got he don't take over the game for me. I really think he got the sound and everything else. I'm really not tapped in with anyone else. Before we go, Pops. So I gotta ask you this. Has Shiesty overseeded AR-Ab as the realest to do it in the streets?
No. You know who the real is? Mystical. I keep raping bitches.
You don't get us in trouble.
Mystical's the only cat I know got out of jail 2, 3
about to get us
times.
in trouble.
We
ain't touching mystical.
That's cashing out. That's
yeah.
cashing out. Oh, I got another one. I just say cashing out. Do you remember that guy? I ain't cashing out.
Cash out. Yeah, he got
75 years. And he should have took the bleed for 25.
They got him. I still say AR.
Cashing out, those two are my top. But Shiesty.
Nah, I rock with Ab.
A-Rab is number 3.
Yeah,
I put Shiesty because A-Rab was just pure. No, you know who else?
I really wanted them,
Honorable
bro.
mention, Rollo. Because remember how he cashed out when he put all that money, and I told you when me and you.
Well, hold on. Rollo in his own thing. Rollo just
I give him for cashing out. He ain't go. He locked his own self up. See, that's the worst because he locked his own self up. Him and AR Rob, they locked themselves up.
But AR, Tyrell, I seen him. I know he shot somebody because we shot him together. Yesterday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, AR one of them, bro. He one of them, bro.
We need a top crash out. So Tyrell, what you got Shiesty as crash out to all time, man?
I don't know. He's not top 3, man, because I don't know. Because it wasn't like a good crash out. Like, I don't like it. You feel me? I don't believe it. I ain't gonna say I don't respect it because who am I? But like, I don't like it. Like, at least what happened, I'm like, I respected him. I'm like, okay, that was like, I understand why you did what you did. I just don't really understand why he did what he did. So I can't put him in front of. I ain't putting him in front of Omar name. We ain't gonna say his name again, but he ain't in front of him. He ain't in front of App. Nah, I don't know. He probably 5. He probably 5, man. Like 4 or 5, man. Because he did crash out, but it wasn't like a good one to me. It was like
before we get out of here, right? Pops, was that the worst diss song all time? Or what is that? I'm gonna put it out there. Is that the worst of all time?
Nah, ain't the worst of all time. It's just he
could have kept that.
Yeah,
he could have kept that in the stash.
He rhymes so simple and that shit. Matter of fact, that was the old Gucci rap.
Yeah, we gotta do some research.
Y'all talking about the what's the that honestly I thought that was an AI verse. I thought it was an AI verse. I thought, they doing the 56.
Yeah. Now we gotta do a research and figure out the worst this song of all time.
I'm like, y'all thought y'all said something hard. This was even hard at all. To me, it was a laughable, Shit, that's some shit I would figure, your boy would do. You know what I mean? Pooh Shiesty, I figure he'd do that shit. That shit, matter of fact, I don't know. That shit sound like when Sean did a diss over the radio. It just but nah, bro. I feel you on that. Ugh.
But hey, everybody, y'all know 2026 is still the year. Still the takeover. I told y'all the merch is still dropping soon. Y'all make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Yes, sir.
Know it's OG Pops, it's Tyrell's Big Sheem.
Yes, sir.
Hey, all the crash outs out there. We ain't sending you no bail money. We ain't sending you nothing on the commissary.
I'm sorry, no.
But you want to sign? Listen, I got a hat and a t-shirt for you.
That's about it.
We got Crash Out Records partnering you with Raping You Records. Y'all tell me. But hey, y'all already know what it is. Lying is a skill.
But capping is not.